Hey everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply. Today I'm going to do the ACT3 update 63, and it's going to have 64 and possibly 65 are going to be a continuation of this one, simply because what we're going to work on is what you're seeing back there. We're going to do the road, and I've been postponing this because it's kind of a pain in the neck to lean over and everything. But it's snowing outside today, as you guys may have seen the video that I did earlier. Little tiny clip. But anyway, and I'll show you where that depot goes out here today. So let's get into 63, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, gang. Just a little word here before we start. Because I could, but I don't want to videotape the whole making of the road here. What we're going to do is I'm going to insert still shots in here to show you how I'm doing it, and I hope this makes sense to you. You've seen the process before in some earlier videos, but what I'm doing here is I'm making a template out of paper, and we're going to then transfer that to the roofing felt, and then it'll eventually be glued down out here. So let's get started. Okay, gang, before I get started on the road here, I'm just going to show you where the depot is going to go. And of course, you'll know the ruins, you know the sawmill. And what I have done here is I took this track, used to curve, and it used to end right here. And I decided to cut that little section out that was going to be virtually useless, move the bumper up here for whatever building I decide to leave there, and put the depot here, and then a parking lot where most of that pink is right there. And I thought that would be great, because then I can use the parking lot for the depot, and I can use the parking lot for the trail going up to the ruins. So as you can see, I have a lot of junk sitting on the track. But if I back up, you'll kind of get the scope of where that is. Let me see if I can get in a little bit on it. Okay, gang, here's a little bit better close-up of the depot. Let me see how close I can get here. A lot of activity going on at the depot. And what this depot will do is it'll give a reason, excuse my out of focus. What this depot will do is give a reason for a passenger train, be it a doodlebug or a 2 or 3 car passenger train or whatever, to come off the main line, come down this branch line, come down here and pick up passengers and head this way down through that tunnel portal and to the outside world, which is and always has been represented by this piece of track that came out of the layout here. So anyway, that's the depot. Now let's get to the road. Okay, what you're looking at here is a bunch of pieces of copy paper taped together to form a template for the road. And we'll just kind of go down this way. And you can see that I've stopped it down there, probably because I'll split it somewhere, probably down there in front of the lumber mill, or I may go back and put a split in it right in this area right here. Because whatever building will go in there will hide the seam, and I have the houses down here all kind of pushed back, and I'm going to throw in the still pictures to show you kind of how that was done, and let me swing around here and show you what I got in the way of a mess here on the floor. Okay, here I am up on the chair. You can see that I took the razor blade and I cut the road out, and I'll show you the tool that I made to make the width of the road. I don't necessarily always have a standard width. I kind of go by whatever width the vehicles are. And let me swing around here kind of slowly and show you this truck right here. And my road in the back there is slightly thinner. It's about the width between the white lines there. And I did that on purpose because if you scale down the road in the background, then it looks like it's further away. And not only that, I don't have that much room, and you'll only see one car probably at a time on any given lane. So, that being said, it should be good whenever I get it in back there and get the lines on it. Okay, everybody, here's my fancy tool that I made. This is how I normally do it. It's just a Microtrains box with a couple pencils on either side of it and tape to it. And if I put this down on the roadbed here, you can see that it's almost the width of this road here. But that's my fancy road drawing tool that I put down here on the paper and just ran it out and drew it out here. I might add, let me put the tool down here. I might add too that right here where you see this little hump, that's okay with me. I had the paper underneath there came kind of like across here, and I thought, well, that's kind of dumb. I need to take that out there because if I put a building that's very deep here, I'm going to need that space, or I may need it for a parking lot, or I may need it for something. So I ran the road over closer to the hillside there, altered that a little bit. Plus, I am going to try and undulate the road. That's a fancy word, undulate. Undulate the road up and down a little bit by putting some foam or something underneath it, much like I did back here. Not maybe so exaggerated as this, but the road will kind of go up and down over the hills and dales here. Because a flat road kind of gets a little bit boring. So it'll have some ups and downs as well as the curves in it. So really, for this part of it, that's about all I have for you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed it. The next time I'll get into it a little more on how we're going to transfer this to the tar paper and the new method I'm going to use to glue the tar paper down. So, and the new method involves that bottle right back there, the yellow and black bottle, which is foam tack glue. And I found that to work extremely well to hold down cork and such. I was using hot glue, and it allowed water to get underneath the tar paper and tended to curl it up, and I'm going to try and eliminate that curling problem with that glue. Okay, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed update 63. I hope all the stuff on the new camera is looking good. As you can see, I really haven't done much back over here. It's all still the same old model kits. I'm working on one on the bench. Although I got sidetracked with the little depot, decided to build one of those prefab kits. And by the way, that actually was a pretty nice little kit. The only thing I had to do was add a light inside of it, and then I added a few things of my own to the outside, as you may or may not know there. There's quite a bit of detail there on it. A lot of people waiting for the train. But anyway, I kind of enjoyed that kit. It's a very simple kit to actually put together. The things are made simple to put together. If you like putting them where they want things to be as opposed to where you want them to be, it's pretty good. I did, like I said, change a few things, but it's okay. Anyways, let's get back to where I was going. I hope you enjoyed it today, and as usual, thanks for watching.